Before this episode gets started, let me make y'all aware. If y'all have not seen or watched season 2 of Paradise on Hulu,
you're lame.
That's one. But 2, do not watch this until you have, because we will be doing spoilers from the very beginning.
And you can stop at episode 6.
From the very beginning.
Wait a minute. Okay.
But let's begin.
Did I lie? Excuse me. That she is my therapist. What was I supposed to say? The jump off that I hooked up with the one time because I thought my wife was deceased?
That's exactly what you.
Why would I do that on the first time that they meet each other? Why would I do that?
It's called radical honesty.
Are you kidding me?
No, child. I would have told her. I told her. I was yelling and scream.
Nobody should do that on the first time.
No, my point is that it was the jovialness. This is my therapist. Like, you a damn lie.
Paradise, the official podcast.
Listen.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of Convos with your mom's favorite. I am he, I am him, I am indeed your mom's favorite. And we are back with another episode for you, the people. And as you heard from the clip, as you heard from the beginning, we are here to talk Paradise. And as you heard from the clip in the beginning, I have the heavy hitters back with me because I need them for this episode. My good brother William is back in the building. And we're going to keep the applause going because my sister Leigh is back in the building. The gang is all here. It is early in the morning as we are recording this. We are all tired. We are all sleepy. We all would rather be in bed. But we have things and stuff to discuss, and we are going to discuss them all.
The first thing we need to discuss is that you didn't share that clip, that opening clip.
You did not.
No.
With us before we sat down.
No, I have all the comments about that.
I don't think y'all understand how I've been struggling for the past 3 minutes to contain myself.
What?
Through the clip and the intro and the things. I'm so glad we got that out of the way because, baby.
Yeah.
What happens in the bunker stays in the bunker.
Listen,
let me
when
tell
that
you.
man, no. It was not just this is my therapist. It's really and this is my wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's this is my wife because Sterling Xavier K. Brown, you knew you had better made that introduction. And crazy enough, his wife, shout out to black women who be knowing.
She caught it.
Caught what that man was putting down, and I promise y'all, later that evening, had a conversation with him about it.
The therapist ain't helped the case because she looked
she
distraught.
did not. She looked like a deer in headlights.
Oh my goodness, you found her.
And then that man walked away from them 2 women.
That's good move.
That was smart.
I would have done the same thing.
No. That was very smart.
I got a world to save. I ain't got time for this.
Like, you don't have.
You gotta get back here and save what?
Shout out to Andy's baby for being the scapegoat that he needed to get out of that really tense and uncomfortable moment. But
she kissed Dennis anyway, so it's no different. No, never mind.
Dennis?
What's that man? He look like them.
he does look like Dennis.
Medina?
What's his name?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's his name?
Gary?
Gary. Yeah.
She kissed Gary, so we even.
She did kiss Gary. But, and we're going to get into that, a little bit more. But as you can tell, we're here. Season 2 of Paradise on Hulu has just ended. And I look forward to our weekly discussions after watching every episode because there's not much left on TV that we actually get to watch week to week that actually makes us sit and, wait a week until we get the next episode.
Yeah.
So, the few TV shows that we actually have left that we have to do that, I'm glad that it is good quality content like Paradise.
That's doing that.
That is doing that.
I will say, I do feel like shows are starting to go back to that, which is interesting, right? Because millennials in the room, It's what we grew up on.
Yeah.
It's how we understood TV to be. You had to wait 1 week to another. Because I'll be honest, I think there are times, yes, there are certain shows that I'm like, oh, I want to binge and I want to be able to watch all of it together. But then when it ends and it's over after me sitting for 3, 4, 5 hours of just watching it, I'm just like, well, heck, what do I do next? There is a little bit of excitement. Like, I'm actually a little disappointed that Paradise won't be airing a new episode on Monday. Fingers crossed that we don't have to wait another 2 years before season 3 comes out. But like, there is something to like look forward to.
Yeah.
When you have that like week to week, and to your point, it being good content does pull you in, and you are literally on the edge of your seat at the end of an episode being like, I need all of them now. But then you appreciate having it again on Monday.
Absolutely.
Like,
Because again, like I said, it gives you time to sit with the episode that you just watched.
Yeah.
Instead of having to, deal with everything, instead of binge watching it all and you rush through the whole thing, you are definitely bound to miss something like subtle moments because you're just rushing to the next episode. Whereas if you have to wait a week, you get to sit with the episode, sit with what what you just watched, that 1 hour of television, and you can discuss it. You can, sit and watch, like you can even go back and watch it again, but you can sit and discuss it. You can sit and think about what you just watched. Yeah. And because you don't have anything to watch next, you actually just sit and, there's time, and it gets time to bake, and it gets time to seep in, and, I think you get a better understanding and it just creates a better conversation based off what you just watched.
I'm cool with that until the ending sucks. Like I'd rather 5 hours and then know that this last episode was trash than for me to spend 10 weeks and
But I feel like that's so much more frustrating.
That's my struggle with waiting the whole like, because even with this specifically, I had a lot of I got a lot of anticipation for this last episode. Yeah, like, I feel like y'all drugged me out for like 4 or 5.
This is true.
And this last 3, I'm thinking Avengers Endgame, right? Yes. But then I kind of get, wait and see next season. And I'm like, all right, I'm about to choke somebody's mom because this is going too far.
Yeah, there were definitely a couple episodes this season that was just like, that's it. Like, we didn't go past 2 hours of a day is what it felt like, right? Watching it. Yeah. I do feel like the finale gave me a bit of closure in a lot of areas that now it's like, okay, now we can go into season 3. I think if we ended season 2 still not knowing who Alex was, still not knowing the connection to Dylan and Sinatra, still not knowing where Xavier's wife was, still like, if we still had all of these questions.
Well, I don't know. I like Xavier's wife, but I feel like she should have been gone a little longer. I just feel like a lot of things shifted when she popped back up, and well, I guess we'll get into it as we chronologically go through, but
okay, let's do that. But okay, here's what I will say though before we start, because I do think we need to take it step by step, because it is a show that builds, right?
Yes, and
it does build, like one thing adds into another. What I will say to your point, Mo, earlier about being able to sit with it, I think there is something to that too that people have to like stop and take a second of, right? TV, shows, films, music, it's all an art form that I think does have to be appreciated, and you have to sit with it to like really appreciate it and understand it and dissect it and have conversation about it. So I feel like we did get to this point where we started just moving really quickly through consumption, and it was just like, oh yeah, that's good. Where's the next one? Oh yeah, we love that. There's the next one. And then almost, because I think of a show like a Love is Blind, right? Love is Blind is a show. It's not Paradise, so it's not comparing the two. But I do think that when it first came out, there was all this excitement of like, okay, next one. And they started churning them out. And now we're like 10 seasons in, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, and now you got this 3 episodes every week or something like that.
But it's literally some of the worst content now.
Yeah. And I usually watch that after they get out the pods. I don't even pay attention to the pods.
Right.
I'm like, all right, let me know who end up together.
Whereas like the pods was the whole premise of the show, right?
Yeah,
and now it's like you sort of bypass. Let me tell you something. I bypass through the pods. I might watch a couple, like 1 or 2 pods to get the intros to the people. Exactly. But then I bypass all the engagements. I do not care about the engagements. I bypass even some of those like family interactions, because just like whatever. And then
we get to that live together time.
We get to that wedding episode. I bypass all the get me to the altar.
Where the mama say, well, I don't really think you know her like that.
I bypass all that.
Yeah.
Get me to the altar. You say yes, no, great. Okay, now we fast forward. And to that point is what I'm saying is that like we've become a culture of the fast forward, of the like binge, of the like get through it quickly, but then we've created this sense of like urgency of like, well, I need what's next. And it's like, well, if we slow it down a beat, give it a second, take it week by week, dissect it, enjoy it, do all the things, we might actually begin to enjoy it again and not just rush through it looking for the next season. Now, I also don't want y'all to take 2 years.
Right, but I think you should have gave that speech to the Paradise Writers, because he found his wife way too fast for me. Like, I'm like, this is all.
I mean, okay, but
the stars align way too well for you to just end up almost dead, and then like,
and then she just miraculously,
you almost
and there's
blow
no
up,
fight for
and then
her.
she run through the crowd.
There's no,
I'm sorry,
to like save you, and then like now we like yes, yeah.
You a black man that's been killing half the people in the villages because you just like built like that.
That man, yeah.
And all of a sudden, your wife run through the smoke screen.
And Gary got off too easy.
Gary and Jane got off way too easy because Jane's still alive.
Way too easy. Way too easy. Wait. Let's go back. Let's go back to the very beginning. Because when I tell you it was a rough start for me.
Really?
Because season 1 left me where I'm like, all right, he's leaving to go find his wife.
Yes. Okay.
And one thing I hate about a TV show is when you leave off at a very pivotal moment.
Yes.
And then we fast forward a couple months.
And then the next episode, we either fast forward a couple months or we start telling a completely different story that relates to the main story, but somewhere down the line, it relates to the main. I'm sorry.
I need him to be in Castaway mode.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know what happened. Like, he got in the plane and the plane took off. I needed for season 2 to start with him in the plane and finding out what happened.
Without a shape up. Because he had a shape up the entire time he was lost.
The most manicured survivor I've ever seen in my life.
He looked great.
I mean,
I don't look like that in between haircuts. Like, I don't understand.
Right. Listen, haircuts don't last a week again.
Right. Like,
hello.
Like,
and
honestly,
that's something that also needs to be discussed.
Yes.
Why haircuts are no longer lasting the way they used to.
Yeah. Y'all need to get them old clippers from the 80s.
Y'all need to go get them old ones.
I need to get them razors back out and like really sit and take your time with these haircuts. Talk about taking time. It's about taking time.
It's about taking time, and everybody got to have wireless clippers now.
That's what it is. The clippers don't have cords.
They don't have cords.
Oh, this is good.
This country and the culture don't got a cord no more. That's the problem.
The connection is gone. Listen, that thing was preach.
A word.
Okay,
that's a word. Come on.
The connection is gone. Okay, wait, but
back to the beginning of Paradise, right? I was like, I don't really care. Here's a part of me cared about the beginning of season 2 of Paradise simply because I like Shailene Woodley as an actress.
Okay.
Everything she touches dies.
Yes. Mm-hmm. She has got to pick better roles. Because you're right.
I thought we was gonna have her for at least the rest of the show.
I'm like, bro, I thought we was going at least episode 4 or 5.
I'm like, girl, you're teenage and pregnant, you just die and everything. Like, girl, come on.
Yeah,
Annie.
Poor Annie.
Poor Annie.
Annie
went through all of that by herself.
Well,
just went through all of that time by herself, thinking that she could just stay safe.
Mm-hmm. Then let a dude knock her up. And now,
and then the minute people entered the chat, now she done got pregnant. Now she done had the baby, but she done developed toxemia, and now she got to die.
That's sad. She should have just stayed with Queen Latifah.
All right.
Here's what I will say about episode 1, because this is you. While I agree that because of where season 1 left us. I would have appreciated because Sterling didn't come until like halfway through episode 2.
Yeah.
So I would have appreciated a bit of like what's happening here. But I feel like episode 1 of season 2 reminded us of exactly who Dan Fogelman was.
Yeah.
It took us back, right?
Because he did that with This Is Us like 15 times. Because he did that with
This Is Us every single season.
Like, who is this new kid? Oh, that's young Kate. Oh,
right. And then, but it all connected. And it just became this moment of like, I'll be honest, while I hear you on it feeling a bit disconnected before it brought us back together, it made for really great TV, right? It really, because it really got the conversation going this season.
Yeah.
I feel like it picked it up in a way where everybody was like, I thought I was watching a completely different show for a second until you see it come back around. And then you realize the genius of Dan and the writers in the room and just sort of that like dynamic. Let's be honest, TV shows are not doing that anymore.
No, they're not.
That multi-layered, multi-characterization, bringing you characters from every different direction, but actually finding a way to pull it all together into this like beautiful melting pot of like storytelling.
Well, yeah, because you gotta add sex in it. You gotta add like raunchiness.
There's got to be some layer of just like, and it's like it's not necessary, right?
It's
like,
not
now don't get me
necessary.
wrong. Clearly, Annie had sex with the man, and she got pregnant and had a baby.
But we didn't see Annie's nipple.
But we didn't see any. Right? There was an intimacy with that scene that you knew that like when he found this. When he got his hands on this baby, like I almost couldn't wait for him to find out he had a baby.
Me neither.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm like, bro, why are we taking so long?
I could not wait for that.
And
man
when
to
he
find out
told
he had a
them,
baby.
and when he told them, you almost saw like the love that they shared.
Yes,
manifested
rekindle in
into
this
the baby. It
baby.
was crazy. It was crazy.
I do feel like I know the baby is also at the beginning and at the end, but I feel like the baby is like the second coming of Jesus or something. I do, because I feel like for this baby to survive, I kept saying it. I was like, this baby is going.
That's Sinatra's grandkid. Crazy.
Or be like the next Sinatra, right? When you think about like Alex and the whole like AI and timing of it all, this baby is going to be Sinatra in human form at some point because the baby survived it all, right? And is going to be able to live to sort of tell this story of this next generation of people who like survived outside of a bunker and like what all this means. The baby is a main character. The baby gave main character energy.
It did.
Yeah.
At the expense of us losing Annie.
True.
Because to your point, Annie felt like she was going to be main character.
Yeah. So they transferred main character.
Alex transferred main character energy from Annie to the baby.
That was even prevalent when in that episode after they buried Annie, Xavier goes to take the horse. Yeah. And the horse is like, nah, bro, I'm not going with you.
Yeah.
But then when he grabs the baby, the horse comes over and like sees the baby and was like, all right, cool. Now I'm going with you. Yeah. Because, I know, because I know who you got. Yeah. So I'm gonna go help you get what you get where you need to be. Yeah. Because I know what you're carrying. Yeah. And one, I think I understand he needed to get on the train. But to leave the horse to go back, I think was just a little disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I definitely, when I saw him on the train, I was like, so what happened to the horse?
The horse
that horse might have turned
in the gym.
That horse might have turned into food messing with them people on that train. He might have saved the horse
they seemed like they had a heart and some compassion.
That white chick that looked like she was in Resident Evil or Mad Max.
Well,
she wasn't playing. Short hair monster.
It's post-apocalypse, but everybody
Everybody
should have looked like they was in Resident Evil or Mad Max.
And that's what she was like. If he would put that horse on that train, that horse would have been dinner.
I'm like, bro, because I'm like, and that kind of jumping around a little bit. Since we talking about the baby, it pissed me off. I'm like, bro, as soon as you got with the rest of the caravan, you start asking, hey, is there somebody here who's leading you? Because Annie told Xavier he's leading a group of rebels to the bunker.
Right. But remember, Xavier was also having these it was a couple things. The level of trust. When he got to the train, remember, he didn't initially have the baby either.
Because the lesbians had him. Because
he gave them he took them to, and that was a whole thing that created a little tension between him and Gary, because that's how you knew Gary was like, I've been trying to hold this baby
and
since
you just gave him to these two lesbians?
And he's like, because I know you lying to me, Gary.
Right, exactly.
And just a quick pause, shout out to black people and their intuition.
Yeah. Discernment.
And taking care of anybody's babies.
We've been taking care of the babies.
Yeah, we've been taking care of the babies.
Beans and beans.
Yeah.
But like the simple fact that like he was like, nah, it's something about you, Gary. He was like, it's something you not telling me. I said, it sure is something Gary not telling me.
That's Secret Service right now.
I'm like,
and it's something Gary not telling us.
Yeah.
And that episode ended, I don't know if it was 4 or 5. But I know when that episode ended and Gary still hadn't told him the whole truth of what happened.
And he shot his friend in cold blood like that.
Let me tell you, that was one of those episodes, speaking of episodes, and not to jump around, but to jump around. We jumping around, we in it. Everybody jumping with us, okay?
Follow.
But for that was one of those episodes that it ended and I was upset.
Yo, I was ready to go march on Selma again.
Like,
I was over it.
Because what do you mean Gary is lying to us?
Right.
Because if we're being honest, by the end of that episode, we still didn't know what Gary was really lying about.
I never trusted Gary.
You know what's crazy? I'm not going to lie.
I didn't trust Gary's friend.
Yeah, they had it set up that I was like, this man about to kill her.
When he told Xavier, I'm going to call that man X because that's who he was.
No, he definitely became X.
When he told X,
formerly known as.
when he told that man outside of that little postal service, oh yeah, they came and got your wife. I don't know where she at. But then you could tell me a story.
Yeah.
Of all these people y'all was with. So like why were you left behind? That was my only question initially.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, yo, you really not saying the whole thing.
And I actually think that's why Xavier knew Gary wasn't given all the information.
Yeah.
Because the way it presented, you made it seem like, oh, they just took her.
Right, like somebody came through, like a caravan just came and grabbed the black lady.
Grabbed and left me here.
Yeah.
Are you nuts, Gary? Like, you was a part of this in somehow. I'm sorry. Maybe it is just our lack of trust for the people that lack a little melanin in their skin. But you're not going to be able to ever stand in front of me and tell me they just took her and left me. Gary, why did they leave? You have the answer for why they left you here.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta. Right. There has to be a reason.
And
I know there's a reason.
To answer that.
You refuse. And now you want to go on this journey with me, and you're going to take me to the train, and you keep asking me about this baby. This is why I'm telling you, I think the baby is like the second coming. Because even Gary wanted to get his hands on this baby. Didn't know this baby from nothing. Gary never even stopped to be like, why is this black man carrying this white baby?
Right.
He just wanted to hold the baby real bad.
Let me touch the baby. Everybody want to touch the baby.
Which is why I feel like Gary did not get his just due.
No. Gary should have been under the train tracks.
Under the train tracks.
Hopefully Jane caught him. Or somebody.
Like, he got off way too easy, and I was very upset.
And I'm pissed Sinatra died because my biggest problem is I think toward the middle of the season we find after she got shot, you kind of realize, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This lady really want the best for all these people down here.
Yeah.
And she's been manipulated by all these people and all this other stuff, and you get her backstory, and you're just like, oh, she just trying to, like, she brought the worst of the worst down here by mistake. Because,
in her fight to save humanity, right? Because she understood, she went to that one session where she, like, learned about just, like, the world sort of crumbling and the rate at which it was really about to, like, pop off. The fight, and I think that happens, I think many of us can connect with that, right? It's like you almost sort of enter this fight to fix it. Fix it, that you lose sight sometimes of like you lose your sense of judgment. And I think to your point, she brought down the people she brought down there were likely not the ones, which is why she gave
the one person, the president got killed, and he was supposed to be the glue that kept, because she trusted his judgment, even though people thought he was stupid.
He at least was the humanity of it all. And then when she realized that it wasn't the president, that it actually was Xavier, right? And she said that at the end to him of like, you are probably one of,
you the best
if
person
not
ever
the best
down
person
here,
down here, that this responsibility to actually save humanity, like it's how she went into it. But she lost sight of that in the fight to like, even when they tried to warn her about Alex, right? It was just like, no, I don't actually care what you think is wrong with this machine. I need this machine.
I think Alex also became her quasi-child.
Yeah.
To like, she put all her focus and energy from her lost child into this one.
Yeah.
Because she's like, okay, like me and you, we can do this. And then when she passed it off, even it was almost as if a mom sacrificing herself for the betterment of her kid, and you know, the humanity at this point.
Right. It was like, go save Alex.
Yeah. And that was part of what like annoyed me about her like actually sacrificing herself at the end, because in the first season she's very cold, she's very calculated, she's very, you know, like it almost seems as if she has no heart, and she's very like self-serving, whereas season 2 completely humanized her.
Well, she got shot.
Well, that too.
I feel like that happens though, right? And not to cut you off, but I do feel like that happens when you just have this like come to Jesus moment in your life, and it became the second chance that she like likely didn't think she was gonna get.
But even before that, I would agree with you. But there was an episode where the first baby that was born in the bunker.
Oh
Yes.
she was all
when
over that
she
thing.
went, like when she went to the house.
Yeah.
The first, because of how she acted in the first season, I was like, yo, don't you leave. And you find out that she lost her child.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, don't you leave your baby around her, because that woman can't be trusted.
Yeah.
Only for her to have a tender moment and be like, listen, the world I'm building for you is far beyond this bunker.
I'm not gonna lie, I did think she was gonna kill that baby for
I didn't think she was gonna kill it. I definitely thought she was gonna kidnap the baby.
No, yeah. I mean, and I think because to your point, even before that moment she had with the baby, she was very irritated by all the attention this like first baby in the bunker was getting. And was just like annoyed by the pomp and circumstance that the president was trying to make him, and him being in the room and him wanting to be there. She was just like very annoyed by the whole thing. So it gave like almost like this is too much, right?
Yeah,
like
or main character syndrome, where she's like, all right, this should be about everything else, not just this one focus
or
here.
Even a moment of like population control, right? Was it one of those things where like, no, we actually don't need more babies down here because we can't handle it. There was definitely a moment when she came and knocked at that door. I was like, do not. I know you tired. I know you need a nap. I know you need to go take a shower. But do not give that lady a baby. And then, but to your point, she did show that there was, which is why I think at the core of this whole building of the bunker was rooted in a really genuine, like, save humanity, save as many as we can, save ourselves, like, really make sure that we have something to stand on after this whole thing falls apart around us. And then she just lost sight along the way.
Because even with season 1, I think, because she was cold and callous, because I feel like in her mind she had to be, because one, this is operating now. Nothing's gonna stop this from operating. I got people's trust. I got everybody to calm down. There's nothing crazy happening. Then the president gets killed, right? So now she's like, wait a minute. My utopia is being under attack. I don't trust nobody. Everybody gotta go. Like whoever it is gotta get ejected out of here. I think it wasn't until this one where she's like, wait, these are still people. This is still, the outside world is still, wait, hold on. You mean we can go back? It's inhabitable? Now she's like, how do we transition from here to there without all hell breaking loose? And I think it was way more stress this season than, like, she couldn't be, like, you had to get in touch with your emotions at this point because
you're still human, right? It's
exactly.
like, there's still this sense of, like, no matter how tough anybody wants to put on, and it's for any of us, there is still a side of you that, like, you see a bunny walk across a park, you could have just gotten into the biggest argument with somebody in the world, and a little bunny, and you're like, oh, that was a bunny, like, because we all just have that. There is still a heart, there is still a blood, flowing through our bodies, and emotions running through our veins, that, like, there's always still going to be something that can bring you back down.
Yeah, like a baby laugh will bring you
back down.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah,
life,
like and it's right. It's like life, and like and it almost it refocuses, even in just for a moment, what it really is all about.
Yeah,
and I do think the Sinatra had that moment, right, where it's just like, we have chased so much of this, she had built so much of this, that, like, if we don't actually get this under control, Xavier, right, we're actually going to begin to work against ourselves. And you now need to be the one to go and really save us, because I tried and it didn't actually work.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Yeah, because you got people like Jane who can survive any and everything.
Listen,
Jane is the brokenness of the toys, but she is very durable. I just don't know.
I don't understand.
Let me tell y'all something. When we went back inside that house and Jane was not there,
I was like, how?
Because you should have bled out in that shower, babe. Like, the length of time that from the moment she stabbed you and sat on the side of the bed and you just in that shower, just like sitting, laying there.
Yeah.
To us now panning back after everything is gone, time has passed, everybody done ran out of the bunker. You not there?
She had a bulletproof vest on or something. It's going to be something crazy. But my thing is...
it's just going to be sheer willpower.
Wait. What if Jane is the baby?
What?
We just said it might have been Sinatra. We might have even alluded to it being Annie. But what if Jane is the baby?
No.
Jane remember, think about it. That whole episode they dedicated to Jane. I'm not going to lie. It pissed me off a little bit because I was just like, okay. We know Jane crazy. We knew that when she cut everybody's throat open and stabbed everybody and killed everybody in season 1. We knew, but we didn't need a whole episode. But think about it. They took us back to when Jane was a baby. When she was literally born.
And it was like, oh.
And that man was like, the baby born on this day at this time need to die.
Yeah.
And now a whole nother baby done came back to life. I'm just saying.
Think that baby need to die?
I don't know if the baby need to die, but Alex got to tell us something, okay?
Yeah,
Alex
got to tell us something.
Wherever you are.
We really got a whole nother bunker.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's a fully formed bunker? Like
no,
with people
I think it's
in
a big machine down there. I don't think ain't nobody in there.
Well, the scientist dude is still down there.
The scientist, right. I don't think it's what they left. I don't think it's that.
Yeah.
And I think about what I think about in terms of there being a second bunker is like, do they need to go down there? Because if we go back to what, I don't know, one of the scientists, nerdy kids said, right, is that like, there's a second coming of this sort of like environmental crisis.
Yeah.
That's going to be worse than the first one they experienced.
Mm-hmm.
So like.
How far away are we from that?
How far, right.
Because if we like 100 years from that, then everybody alive right now, nobody
just
cares.
Chill, just go have fun, live among the trees, climb up, do all the things. But is it like coming back in 10 days?
Right.
And we not need to get everybody in this bunker that's not developed, that don't have cheese fries, that don't have ice cream and apple pie, that don't have all these things? Like, what we gonna do there?
Well, that's gonna be interesting because now you got the people who never lived in the bunker intermingling with the people were from the bunker.
Right.
Some of these kids never.
Right.
They 5 years old. They ain't never.
Right. And they're used to living
outside.
a certain way. And they like, now you want me to eat?
Now you want me to leave outside?
Now I got a real tan? Why is my skin doing this?
Because when Xavier first dealt with that dude outside when he was dealing with them kids, and that dude said, you look like you've been eating well. I said, oh, life rough.
Yeah.
Life is rough. Rough for y'all out here.
And I want to know what happened to the Lost Boys. Because they was going, they was here today going tomorrow. The Lost Boys that robbed his backpack.
The group of kids that took his coat and backpack.
They might come help him next season, save the world.
Well, that is the other thing, though, right? Because it's like we are dealing with people. There were people all over in pockets that we'll probably have to come back and figure out as they right.
Where's Elvis Town at? That's
Graceland.
Tennessee, is it?
Is that Tennessee?
I don't know. I never knew where Elvis lived.
I mean, it was clearly close enough because they were on their way to Atlanta.
Because from there to Atlanta to Colorado, you touching a lot of ground.
No, you are.
And there's a lot of people we met here. I mean, I'm sure the lesbians come back with their village and tribe. And
right, and they didn't go with him on the train.
No, they've been chilling and they little.
Right.
Let me tell you something. Gay people, black people.
we gonna make it work.
Let me tell you something.
We are a resourceful bunch.
To keep going.
Okay?
Yeah.
We are but that is because we had to fight through all of it. Yeah. We had to figure our way out. Like we had to really figure out.
And
how
I'm sure there's a pocket of Jewish people somewhere doing something.
Listen, okay. They're gonna make sure with the unleavened bread.
That's the 3 civilized groups that's gonna keep this thing.
We're gonna keep it moving. We know how to build something from nothing. So that's
we need to also add a couple of nuns in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because they also know they are
for sure.
Okay,
for sure. Whoever that crew was that got the baby delivered too. Now them.
Yeah. See, so now I feel like this raises a valid question, right? If we get to a point where, to the point of Gary originally, and selecting the people that need to go in your version of a bunker.
Oh, Lord. We might still need to bring Gary in a bunker because he the only mailman left.
Gary can't go. I feel like Gary revealed himself. Gary can't go in my bunker. I can't put Gary in my bunker.
All we got to do is find Gary a girlfriend, and he'll be fine.
No, Gary had trauma.
But Gary, the type of dude that scared the hoes away, so it's going to be difficult to find Gary a girlfriend.
No, remember that weird librarian lady? She had a little special needs anyway from first season.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just saying.
I don't know about Gary being in my bunker.
Well, listen, he wouldn't. I would not with my wife. Never mind.
Well, then again, you kind of, because Gary, it seemed like for that bunker, he financed a lot. Not talking about,
Oh, you mean
not talking about the big bunker.
No, the one that they did in the bunker.
Yes.
Gary definitely did his fair. Well, him and the friend. What was the friend's name?
We didn't know him long enough because he killed him.
No, he had a name.
He had a name, but I don't know if he had a real one.
But they definitely did the work to so you do need somebody less like that, right? That does, Gary did the research to understand that this mail room or mail postal, what is it? Mail off. What is it?
Postal service.
But what is it called? A post office.
There you go.
Talk about a brain fart. I was just like, mail room. What is it called?
The United States mail room.
The mail room. But the post office. He understood that this post office was from centuries ago, was built in a different way, could withstand all the things. So you do need people like that are able to find the spaces. What are the buildings left today? Not these paper thin homes.
That was very smart of him.
Yeah.
But what are the centuries old structures
built to last?
That will withstand whatever chemical reaction that might be happening outside.
It was Ennis, by the way.
Ennis?
That was Gary's best friend.
That was his best friend. Okay. R.I.P. Ennis.
R.I.P. Ennis.
Because they definitely had me believing that you was the one to watch.
But Ennis was somebody you probably would have needed now because of his militant, his focus on structure and organization.
Yes. Yeah. Because he was the one that really did that work to build it and pull it together with Gary.
Straight up told Mrs. Xavier, listen, you will be out of here if you don't pull your weight.
If you don't pull your weight,
if you don't start moving, you gotta have to go.
We don't care about nothing about that little baby boy.
Okay, now wait a minute, because Gary was lying all along.
Oh no, you might be right.
We don't know if he was saying that.
Ennis never walked up to her personally.
He never walked up to. He was a little distant, but I think he was distant with everybody. But we don't actually know if he was saying those things.
And Gary destroyed the radio because he didn't want her to.
Because he knew that she was making a connection.
And with history, it all gets told by the people who won.
Yeah.
You're
right. And it's saying
you don't get to tell your side if you're not allowed to tell your side of the story.
So now we still can look at us after this. Gary done killed the man, and we still out here trying to criminalize him, and we don't know.
We don't know.
So was Gary the one that saved Beans? Or was it Ennis? Because Gary told the story. Now I don't trust nothing Gary said in the show.
Ooh, this is true.
Ooh.
Because all of that story was told based from Gary's point of view.
Gary's perspective, right. Because by the time we got to Test,
we hated it.
By the time we got to Test, Beam was already there.
Yep.
They was already together. We don't actually know.
And we hated Ennis because he had told us that he didn't even want to take nobody else.
We did. Gary. Gary on the hit list. Gary can't come in the bunker.
No.
You got to be very. Let me tell you,
all that. We'll find somebody to do mail.
Be careful of the Garys in your life.
Be careful, because they're dangerous.
Because they out here feeding you all types of stories. They giving you all types of information.
We don't mean people named Gary.
And
except for SpongeBob Snail.
Okay.
Oh my Lord.
We love that Gary.
Be careful of the Garys in your life.
Be careful of.
We fact check the president. We got to fact check all the Garys.
All the Garys.
Not just by name.
Listen.
By the personality.
The personality.
That's what we mean.
That discernment has to kick in quick.
Yes,
okay, I got to stop trusting the people because the people can't be trusted.
Yes. And also, right? Also, we have to check our own discernment, but we have to have people around us who also have good discernment.
Yes.
Because why did Xavier give the baby to the lesbian couple? He said it because his wife was very particular about who read the stories. And if she felt comfortable leaving beans with y'all, that meant that she trusts y'all to do things to be done the way it need to be done. So you gotta you gotta watch the Garys, but also make sure you got the right people rolling with you on your team.
You gotta know your squad. You gotta know your people. You gotta know, and to his point of like even the ins and outs, it's one thing to be like, oh, what's your favorite color? It's another thing to really be able to say, oh no, that they would never do something like that. They would never allow, like I know them enough to know that if they gave you that piece of information or they gave you that piece of their life or they let you into that piece of their life, they genuinely trust you because of the level of protection that I know that they sort of hold in those areas. So to your point, it's not always just about the enemies, right?
Right.
It's very much making sure that like, if that's your people, if those your squad, like really sit with your people, everybody, and like really learn the unspoken things, the patterns that you're like, if they do this way and they pivoted, then I know something was wrong, or then I know like, right. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep.
Definitely. It's because that is why Gary didn't get to kill Xavier. Because, if I think had he not been suspicious already, that bomb goes off with Xavier still very much in the vicinity.
That bomb goes off. The bomb. Let's talk about that.
Trusting him with the bomb in the first place was, I would have never.
Well, because he had already at that point, Gary shared more, but clearly, right?
True. But you're going to be the one to see if the bomb goes off, sir.
Right. But that bomb moment, because there was even a note in there, and it's escaping me right this second. But like, it was when the note was for Tess to be like, I got Bean, as a way to like pull her back to the post office with him and Bean, and like sort of create this little like family dynamic. Gary, let me tell y'all something. The minute Bean came out of that post office, Tess was supposed to follow him, and Gary was supposed to get a bong through the glass.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
Because not one time, not two times, but 3 times. Because even in the post office, I was like, Tess, you're not safe with that man in the post office.
I'm not letting you go in there. And I understand independence and all of that. My wife just gonna have to be mad at me. You
will get over it.
Because the
fight it took for me to get here.
You have no idea, girl.
That man just tried to kill me.
He tried to kill me. I delivered the baby, had to get the baby to safety. I don't know where the hell the horse is going to go after all of this. I'm stressed out, girl. I done lost my best friend, the president. I was in this bunker stressed out, and you got the nerve to make me care about this poster,
Let me tell you something. When he said to her, you're going to have to like deal with me being a bit overprotective, and it starts now. We're going in that post office together. That would either I go in there and get Bean, or we going in there to get Bean. But I'm not going to sit here and risk you not coming back out of this post office again.
And I'm going to get Bean.
Because the therapist is still in the bunker.
The
therapist is still in the bunker. And let me tell you.
Jane is coming for you, babe. Don't even worry about
That's a fact. She might not make it to season 3.
Drama. Jane is amongst the people, she is coming for you,
Is
doctor.
she coming? Because let me tell you, when the doctor walked over, right, I said, oh, that's nice that, she's going to check on the family. And then, like, when she got closer, I said, oh, I forgot they were sleeping together.
I'm not going to lie. That was one of those moments.
Forgot that they were sleeping together.
Yeah, and it was crazy to your point. When you first see her approach, you're like, oh, look, she's made it. They made it. They're going to reunite. And then it was like, ooh, they about to reunite.
Yeah.
But don't forget, she ain't been the same all season because he been gone.
Yeah.
She been
because, let me tell you, and see, this is the thing. He used that moment as a part of his therapy session, his healing moment, not realizing women are emotional beings, everybody. I don't care how many times or who try to be like, I'm the baddest, this, that. I don't care about no man. We are emotional. Jesus made us that way. We supposed to be. Sex is an emotional act. You have sex with a woman, you are opening up the floodgates to all of her emotions and attachment. Okay, she about to come and break the windows out your car, flatten all your tires. You're not about to be able to save the world, Xavier, because the doctor is not going to be able to effectively watch you and your wife rebuild this life together, because this was the life she thought she was about to have with you.
Yeah.
In the wilderness. And now your wife is here and your kids are here and this family is here, and she just will sit back and watch. She done saved everybody because she made the calls.
Yep.
Did all the things, called for the evacuation. And now she just supposed to sit here?
And your wife don't look better than me? It's over. I'm about to get you. Cause now,
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Did I?
All right. Okay.
Let me tell you why that's not going to go over well, okay? Because is the perspective, because now we have this dark-skinned woman?
No.
And this, I'm just saying, though.
The therapist, but she was finer than the white women in the bunker.
No, but there's a level of colorism, Uncle Billy, that we have to be very mindful of. That's like light skin. I'm just being.
I know, but come on, bro.
It is, because now we saying that this of Asian, not Asian, of Hispanic descent woman has come with this beautiful hair and this fair skin, and now his wife, because she been living in the wilderness, okay?
But his wife looked better than not Viola Davis, and they the same color.
You had to.
Can we just say
Tess looked better than not Viola Davis? I don't remember her name.
Okay.
Let me try to shoot you some bell.
Yes. You talking about the other security guard?
Yeah.
The president,
Yeah.
side chick.
Mistress.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
Wait, did she make it out too? She made it out too.
Yeah, she made it out.
They came back and got her. Yes, they came back and
got her.
Yes.
But yeah, I definitely. Never mind. If you don't have nothing to say, you shouldn't say nothing.
No. And we already have said
we said too much.
Yeah, guys, I'm not.
We've said too much.
I'm only talking about the beauty.
I understand.
Like the levels of
I
beauty.
get it. I get it. I get where you at. I get where you coming from.
Well, this is my last time on the podcast. This was great. This was awesome.
No, we not letting you go out like that, Uncle Billy.
No.
I'm just saying, because you know how they always say, don't cheat on the, but like if you cheat up. So like, because it's stupid to cheat down.
Don't cheat.
I'm cheat.
But there are apparent rules. And
yeah,
he followed those rules to the letter. Like he followed them. But also, to his point, he thought she was dead.
No, that's fair.
He hadn't got the radio message yet.
Yeah, he hadn't got. He thought she was dead.
That's fair.
He thought she didn't make it.
It's one of those things that is. If you can't think that though, and then still be looking for her, right? Like.
Well, he wasn't looking for her. He was trying to move on. And it wasn't until
and he got the radio message. Right. He heard the message. Yes.
The message.
Okay,
Sinatra said, not on my watch.
That's fair.
Y'all not getting together on my watch.
Sinatra was like, nah, I need him out of here for a little bit. So listen, your wife is alive, bro.
And you should go find her.
And you should go get her.
And leave the doctor alone.
And like leave her alone.
Okay. I mean, so I guess we could say it's not really cheating.
I mean, I don't know how the wife will feel about that, but
you know,
season 3 has to open up with Tess and the doctor sitting at a table across from each other.
The Real Housewives of New York. I don't know about that.
I need my hello, Barbara. This is Shirley.
This is Shirley. Okay, and we need to have a conversation because the boy is mine.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, in all fairness. Gary got to be at the table too.
Oh, Gary's showing back up.
Gary got to be at the table too, because this is a nasty foursome situation here. Because my wife, listen, I know she didn't do nothing, but there was emotional attachment with them that we need to discuss.
No, there was.
Because the fact that you told me that you're going to go in there
and you could get this to
and you stopped me from shooting his face off? No.
Yeah. There's definitely, to your point, she didn't enter into any like sexual relationship with Gary, but she also did not make it clear. And I think this is another piece, is that like when we talk about setting boundaries and all the things, you got to be clear with people about what can and cannot happen. Right. Gary did not just sit up here and imagine a life with you.
Right, because you...
on his own.
Hello.
You didn't properly shut that thing down, and he thought that there was going to be a chance.
Right. Yeah. And now that there's a therapist involved, she could give him a therapy session.
Wait, so season 3 got to open up with a meeting of the minds.
Yes.
who is at the table, because let's be honest, right? He now has to pull his people together.
Oh, he's the president.
He is technically the president, the one in charge. At least let's be honest, he's probably not the president, because the president.
Why? Because he black?
Don't really. No.
Because technically he's still wanted for the murder of the president and for the uprising that he tried to start.
But that don't count anymore because the government different now.
I'm more so thinking I'm more so thinking about it. Think about how the structure is. Even in Paradise, right? The president was more of a figurehead, and is typically, let's be honest, more of a figurehead than somebody that has genuine power, right?
Yeah.
There's always either commander in chief or head of joint forces. There's always a Sinatra.
Yeah.
There's always somebody who sits right behind the president. Is not the face of anything, but is really the one making the decisions.
Oh well.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's does this become when you think about what his formation of his team is? It definitely has to be Dylan.
You got to give him that. Then you can make not Viola Davis the president.
I guess we don't even know.
Well, we don't know now because now that we don't have bunker medical services, what's her recovery gonna look like?
Well, if she's anything like Jane, she'll be fine. And clearly they're training because Xavier went through the same training that her and Jane went through, and they all survived everything.
Just make sure she is on Alex's list of survivors, she'll be fine
because she knows how to be president because she slept with the president. So she would be a perfect person to slip in those. The ongoing, she helped Xavier
she's able
out.
to put her personal feelings and emotions behind.
Leigh is judging, but I'm telling the truth.
Because her sleeping with the president is what gives her access to know how to be the president.
Olivia Pope had all of the access.
Olivia Pope had all of the access, but that was not her ability to do and make those decisions was not because the president was actually problematic for her decision making. Olivia Pope was two very different forms of decision makers when she was in the bed with Fitz and when she was outside of the bed. Outside of the bed, she no holds barred. Olivia chopped heads, took names, did what she needed to do. When she was in that man bed, she was distracted.
But she know how to be president. Not Viola Davis is in the same position. No pun intended.
No, she didn't because she don't have a Papa Pope.
She don't.
Olivia
had. That's what I'm saying. Because of her daddy.
Sinatra was the Papa Pope of all of them. She ran B613.
She was not.
But she wasn't
she wasn't Viola Davis dupe.
She wasn't. Not Viola Davis was not on Sinatra's team.
No.
But I'm saying she's been around. So she's a sleeper pick. She's been around everything. She know, and she's got Xavier's ear. I'm saying if you need a figurehead,
I think she on the team. I don't think she's a figurehead.
She need a purpose. Don't nobody like her. She don't got family. If she gonna be around, she need a purpose.
I think to your point, she's head of security.
No,
you get Jane to be head of security.
She has a point. She has a point.
Who?
Remember, she's the only person that knows Jane is the one who killed the last president.
Oh, I thought Xavier knew that.
No, he don't know that.
No.
Oh.
She the only person who knows.
And I think, does Xavier know that Jane killed the other security guard? I don't think so.
No, he don't know none of that. She the only person with that knowledge.
Oh.
Xavier don't know none of that.
Oh, so she's somebody.
Yeah.
Well, she knows and the doctor knows. So the two of them definitely, but to your point, she knows because she saw it and was there and experienced it.
Right.
And knew what Jane could do in that way.
Yeah.
So I do think that, yes. Okay, no, she does. That's what I'm saying. I think she's on the team, but I don't think she can't be president
because there's another reckoning that's about to happen.
Then make his son the president.
Xavier not about to make the son. He just tongued his daughter down.
Oh, that's true. He ain't like that.
He didn't like that.
And when he found out that he the reason that the bunker blew up,
and Tess
I don't think he gonna want to do that either.
Right, because you was down the stairs and down there knocking stuff over. And well, then that means
Tess
not Viola Davis can't be on the team either because she was down there causing chaos too.
She was just helping him get out.
No. Okay, the team of advisors.
Well, who is the president?
It's Xavier. Maybe it's Dylan.
What? But he's a mercenary.
Yeah, but he was able to pull the people. The people listen to him.
Could it be Sinatra's husband? Could he be the president?
He could. He get figurehead vibes.
He does get figurehead vibes.
He get figurehead vibes.
And as a just due to losing his wife and the whole thing, he could definitely.
They still the first family, so
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I don't hate that.
I don't hate
the daughter. She's a problem. Sinatra's daughter's a problem. I don't trust her. That whole...
Well, no, now she on the side of like...
No, she just
about to be out here uncovering all the things.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, oh,
She woke now.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's going to be interesting to see, you know.
But so we have Sinatra husband, Mr. Sinatra. We got now Viola Davis going to be doing something.
Security.
Dylan is doing whatever he wants.
Dylan is like...
He's vice president.
Or head of the... Like, he needs to be like head of the Senate.
It's going to be a co-op.
But his daddy don't know that's his son yet.
No.
That's got to be a whole nother thing. They're not going to be able to do that.
I'll be honest. And I need season 3 to take us a bit deeper into the Alex of it all. We know who Alex is. We know what Alex is capable of. But are we saying that Alex is reincarnate? Like, is it like, you know what I mean? Like, isn't it the AI machine? Is it just that? That's what I'm saying. But is it that we are literally taking those people and bringing them into the future? Or are we just sort of like making references to them by way of connection? For instance, think about the baby we talked about, right? Mm-hmm. Are we saying that like the baby was born before Jane died? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So is the baby just more of a symbolism? If it's Jane, right? I know we like put Jane on the baby, but if the baby becomes Jane, is it just more of a symbolic, reference, or is it that Jane's body and likeness and like spirit have actually sort of been reconfigured into this new? Think about Dylan. Dylan died. The son died. Are we saying that like this Dylan is really her son, or are we just saying that it's almost symbolic of the son because of the like pull through of the AI?
I would say baby is more Alex in human form, and the son, Alex brought the son back to Sinatra because do that time space continuum thing. Right. I think
to help her heal.
Yeah. I think to make all this fit together.
So it'll be more symbolic, right?
Yeah. So I think the baby is more Alex, which then the backstory of Alex, we may get more of that the scientist guy that Billy killed.
Yeah.
We may have to get more of his story and more of like how this all came together, and more of him and Dylan working together on it. Because we got that a little glimpse of it in the last 2 episodes. But then, because then remember the wife of the scientist died. And we know she got cancer, right? Of some
she had just like some immune deficiency,
which could come into a point of like, oh, maybe he was developing something to help heal that, and then
you never know. But no, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I do need to also explain why.
And who is Annie's parents? I'm sure we'll figure that out.
Well, we saw Annie's mom, but then it's like, is she gonna come? Remember her mom?
Yeah, her mom was a nurse.
But who like kind of had like an addiction.
That's how she knew. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, who's the dad?
I don't know.
He's somebody in the bunker.
Watch.
He in the bunker already.
I also need that, like, whatever that weird connection thing that happened between Dylan and Xavier, where like they saw each other.
Yes.
I need y'all to. Because I'm like,
is that Alex? That's what I'm saying. I think we got it because I do think that a piece of that is
because
Alex.
the nosebleed kept happening because it happened to her, Sinatra, and Dylan,
and yeah.
So
Xavier,
whoever started bleeding, they connected to
Alex.
So we gotta watch the baby. See, the baby start bleeding from the nose.
We just gotta watch everybody. This is what I will say because I know we have to go. This is the kind of TV that like really needs to be developed, right? And I think in the last episode of the podcast that we talked about this together, there's a lot of remake happening. There's a lot of like just like do-overs. But like there is still, I hope this becomes a clear indication of like there is still an appetite for fresh, new thinking.
Yeah. Y'all don't stop making books into movies or series though, because I like that.
No, that when done right, I think that is done right.
Imperfect Women has got me on the chokehold.
Ooh, that's another one we have to talk about. Because when I tell y'all, I had to actually stop watching episode 2 because I was so mad at Carrie's character. I was mad at Carrie's character. Wow. Because I was like, you should not be doing this. Yeah. And then you get to see episode 3 and like she kind of like gathered herself together and I was just like,
she messing with Fitz like I'm over this. Listen, he looked just like Fitz.
Looked just like Fitz. I haven't watched episode 4 yet, so we have to come back and watch that. But that's what I'm saying, though. I do think that there is a one, and that's another, Imperfect Women is another show that is airing weekly. Which takes you through the, like, you got to sit and watch it and sit with it and understand it and all the things. It's not getting its just due, but, like, maybe now as it continues to percolate and build, it will be, become something that people are talking about a bit more. But I welcome...
Yeah, so things like The Pit too. I'm gonna always shout them.
New, fresh.
The Pit is killing it. Right
fresh
now.
Ideas. Like we don't have to just like come. People are watching TV. They want to consume it, but it's got to be good. It's got to be multi-layered. The storytelling has to be solid. Shout out to Grey's Anatomy for like season
23,
203.
And the last two standing are the 2 black cast members. That's dope. And I didn't realize Chandra Wilson was in like her 50s now. I'm like, bruh, wow.
Listen, I love that. But it's like, again, this is storytelling, right? And you have Shonda Rhimes, Dan Fogelman, like, we tip our hat to you because you guys are pushing it even down with like Shonda and like Bridgerton, right? Like Bridgerton is another one of those things that like it comes out, you get all of it. But I think this last time they split it in 2 parts. But it's solid storytelling.
Yeah. And what's my man from my FX? Ryan. He keep me entertained.
Oh, because he just did Love Story.
He does Love Story. He did the Aaron Hernandez.
But see, what's crazy is that I feel like Ryan be like hit or miss.
No, see, they're all hits in their own way because a lot of it is terrible. If it's terrible, it is very entertaining. Like, what is
fair.
that?
That's fair.
The Law.
All's fair. Yes.
The most gaudiest, crazy, but it is so entertaining.
And they done got renewed for season 2 already. Yes. So like,
it was Ryan Fogel, is it?
I don't know. Because that's
Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy.
And it could be discussed, at a later date. But hate watching is still a very powerful mechanism that can be used, like for good and bad. Like
that's true.
It's something that can be used, and it is very clear because that's why All's Fair got a season 2. Because a lot of people hate watch that show.
People were literally like, it's the worst show ever. Let me go watch it.
It has the grip on you. And I also, one last thing I'll say is, can we please bring back the vein of American stories like the Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky? Can we bring back the O.J. Simpson series?
That
those
was good.
things were. That's what I need. You could retell history that way for me. Even with Love Story, like I'm with it.
Right.
But this whole we just gonna redo Back to the Future or whatever. I don't need that.
Even take the Lin-Manuel Miranda aspect when he made Hamilton, right? Because Hamilton's not really like a much known, he's not really one. When you think of like history and how America's created, Hamilton wasn't one of the people that's like widely talked about. But he like developed, like he went in and was like, nah, I'm gonna make a whole place surrounding this dude. And it just blew up. So, it doesn't have to be a prominent, well-known character that you can, that you want to make a show around. Just look at the person's story and just see, bro, history is interesting. You can, there's like a lot of things that you can focus on and a lot of different stories that you can tell. And as long as
from different perspectives too, right? I think that's the thing too. It's like, it doesn't have to be, even if you're like, oh, it's a story people know about. Like, I'm gonna use this as an example. I don't need another 9/11 movie, TV series, documentary, anything. I think we have done that enough.
Right.
But what I can say is that there are enough of them. Like there's one that strictly gives you George W.'s perspective. There's one that strictly focuses on maybe one plane, or
give
one
me
that
the
strictly
fire.
focuses.
Give me the fire chief on the morning of. Like I would love to watch that series.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like there's so much already sort of being told in that one story. But the ones that work well are the ones that at least try to shift the perspective. You're giving me a different. To your point, the fire chief that morning who literally woke up and like I'm gonna go get coffee.
Yeah, like you could end the episode or the movie with
him driving,
but
to the World Trade Center. But like, it's just thinking about things differently.
Like Jesse Jackson had a secretary. Don't tell me his wife. Tell me the view of Jesse Jackson's wife through the secretary. She might have been in the same bed, but that's neither here nor there.
Well,
that's neither here nor there. I'm just throwing out examples here, but
on this here resurrection weekend,
let me tell you.
Hey.
we just gonna praise Jesus for getting up.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
You know, Mark and them, they told their stories from their vintage.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
exactly.
You literally have the first four. Come on here with that reference, because you literally have the first four books of the gospel.
That's true.
From four, it's one story told
and some of them don't
four
say
different
that.
perspectives.
Some of them definitely got different perspectives. Like, man, let me tell you something. What I saw was this.
I'll be honest with y'all. John's perspective is vastly different from everybody else.
John was by himself.
His stories don't even match up. Like, you just be like, where were you at when everybody else was telling this story? Because you giving it to me from a very different, like...
He was absent that day.
Or John could be the one that's telling you the tea.
Right.
And that's the one.
His book is actually the one that's known to sort of give you the, like, more intimate version of Jesus.
Yeah.
And the
so
scandal.
if y'all want to tell Jesus' story again, you better go look at the book of John.
Yep.
And pull from that perspective.
I'll tell y'all one thing. My mother, we could see the same thing. But her vantage point is something very special.
Yes. She's like, Billy. Billy.
So sometimes that's the movie you want to tell.
Absolutely.
Mama T. Shout out to Mama T.
But
we love her.
Really quickly, before we go, season 2 out of 10, what do you give it?
Episodes 1 through 5, I give it a 6. Entirety, I give it an 8.5.
Episode 1 and maybe 2 was like a 9 for me because I feel like it opened it up. But I do agree that there were pockets in there in the middle, like maybe 3 through like 6.
Annie dying
that's what I'm saying.
Knocked the rating down.
It didn't. Oh well, it didn't knock it down for me. It added to the story and really gave it something. Especially with that, it brought it all. That moment between her and Xavier and her finally trusting somebody and like that connection was like beautiful to me. So I do think that like episodes 1 and 2 were like 9s. 3 through like 6. 6 actually like really pissed me off.
They could have made
because I just felt like
episode.
episode 6, right? Yeah. It was just like you didn't give me anything in this time, and I left with so many questions. But then they came back. I will say, I feel like they came back with 7 and 8 with like a full like we hear you. Maybe they recorded some things for us so we could get it there, but whatever. I do. So overall, I will give it a 8.
All right, I think I gotta give it a. Because of the last 5 minutes, it's getting a 9.
Ooh, no, that's good.
Because
the scandal
the scandal
I
was like, you know what? That's good because I forgot.
This is a series I would love to see a reunion.
Listen.
Yes.
Tell me how
with
y'all felt.
professionals and everything.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm telling y'all, season 3 has to open up with a round table discussion of some sort.
Yeah.
Because everybody, before we can actually move on and build this society the way we need to, we have to air out all the things. Yeah. Gary, Jane, Dylan, Dr. Tess, Xavier.
Yep. The kids.
Bean,
I want to know Bean's story. Tell me everything.
Bean need to come and sit. Like
Xavier's
everybody
name?
He don't get that much screen time.
No, they called it.
And that's the point, because everybody else done been out on wild event. Bro, I need to know how you feeling with all that's been going on around you.
See, I don't know. He be too home for me. Like he be too at home.
But he give me an observer vibe.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
He might be home, but he's watching.
He's watching.
That's true.
He knows all the things. He knows that he probably gonna be the one to tell them that Jane is not dead.
Yeah, I know. I'd have been dead in the bunker. I'd have been outside. I'd be like, yo. Somebody is out there. Somebody rung the doorbell this morning.
Okay? No, you're right. The last 5 minutes.
That just, it shot it up for me.
Because this is my therapist and this is my wife.
And this is my wife? Ooh.
So collectively, it's about an 8.59.
Yeah. It's good.
All right.
Let's do it.
Paradise was really good. Season 3 soon come, hopefully, prayerfully.
Soon.
But until the next one, y'all stay black, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay beautiful.
In that order.
We out, y'all.
Later.